Just like in the previous video of how to set up suppliers, we're going to go through the same process for setting up manufacturers. So I'm going to click over here. I'm in the locate contact control. I'm going to look for ABC manufacturer. And as soon as I see that it's not here, I don't have to finish typing that. I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to add. I'll finish typing it over here. And then again, the main thing we're after here is just the name of the business and then the phone number. So we'll fill in the phone number, save it. If we have the other information, you can fill it out as well. We'll go ahead and save that. This creates our contact record. Now we need to tell it that it is a manufacturer. So again, we're going to edit the contact type. And hopefully you see the trend here. To add anybody you do business with, you add them first as a contact, and then from there you get more specific about what you do and what the purpose of the business is. So in this case, I'm going to select that this is a manufacturer. And you'll notice too that I can set both of these at the same time. So if I happen to be dealing with Honda and I order from Honda, then I can go ahead and set them both up as manufacturer and supplier at once. I don't have to go through this and do it twice. And I also don't want to add Honda in here twice. I don't want to have one record in there for them being a supplier and another record for them being a manufacturer. You can, but it's just not really the way that you want to set this up. So we're going to go ahead and save this. So in this scenario, we're playing that we have a manufacturer called ABC Manufacturer, and we order from ABC Supplier when we buy these parts from this vendor. So we're going to go ahead and again click the link for manufacturer instead of supplier. This time we're going to put in if they have a brand name. So for example, American Honda Motorsports or motorcycle. I'd rather refer to them as Honda. So this gives me the ability to go in and set a brand name for them that I can refer to instead of having to type out that long name all the time. Another question is since I've set them up as a manufacturer, Lizzy has automatically assumed that we do parts with them. The question is do they do major units? So in this particular case, I would select whether they do major units. We'll just say they don't. We only buy parts from them. So then I'll come down here, and this question is who do we purchase from? We're going to select the supplier that we created in an earlier video for ABC Supplier 2. So we're just going to tell it to add them to the list, and we can add as many suppliers here as we need. So if we purchase from multiple ones, we can add them all in here. In fact, we need to add them all in there. And then we set the primary, which is the one that Lizzy is going to default to whenever she's placing orders. And then you can easily move them from that purchase order to a different one if you want to over in the purchasing section. If you're using our web store interfaces, which you'll actually get to more specific details on how to set this stuff up in other videos, but that stuff is what you're seeing up here. The main things that we're trying to get to right now is just the fact that the manufacturer's in there, they're hooked to the supplier, and then if I want to have special account numbers for them, I can go ahead and click the wizard hat and get Lizzy to create those separate account numbers. I would not go crazy on the wizard hat and creating accounts because you can create so many manufacturer accounts that it gets hard to read your P&L and your balance sheet, but you've got full capacity to do as much or as little as you want to with respect to the chart of accounts. So once I get that done, I close the control, and now I have set up a manufacturer.